course, every weekend across the Upper Peninsula, it seems you can find some place that's having some fun lined up. This weekend, it's a huge celebration taking place over days in the Houghton-Hancock area. This morning, Ansley Watson is in Houghton to tell us about what's coming up. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. Who is ready for Bridgefest? It's a celebration just for that magnificent lift bridge right behind me. Now, festivities begin tomorrow, starting with helicopter rides and run all the way through Sunday. So some of the activities you can look forward to are parades, fireworks, and even sumo wrestling, which you know has got to be entertaining. So not only is it Bridgefest this weekend, but it's also the Houghton Rotary Seafood Fest. So there's a lot going on this weekend, a lot to talk about this morning. Stay with us. Reporting live in Houghton, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
Sounds like that's the place to be this weekend. Thank you very much, Ansley. We'll catch up with you later on. As we start up the day, of course, she's keeping an eye on the sky because there is rain in the forecast for today.
Yes,
this weekend, there are a lot of things happening in the Houghton area. This morning, Ansley Watson is right by the bridge telling us more what to expect at Bridgefest. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. Oh my goodness, there's so much happening this weekend. We need to get started right away. Joining me this morning is the parade organizer, David Crowley. Good morning.
Good morning.
So it's a little chilly out, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to rain, but it hasn't yet.
Well, it's supposed to be good on Friday and Saturday, so
that's really all that matters.
You should have come Friday morning. See, you would have.
Absolutely. So Bridgefest, what is it? When did it take place? Why did it start?
Well, it started several years ago. In fact, 29 years ago. Next year will be the 30th anniversary. Wow. And it started because the people were looking for something to focus on to have a celebration. You know, other places have their big natural beauty or something, you know, some kind of a big thing. And we had the bridge. So the committee at that time, I wasn't part of it in those days, but they decided that they would use the bridge as a center for the celebration and made for a nice name, Bridgefest. So that's where it got going.
So it kicks off tomorrow with helicopter rides, and then Friday takes place, and there's a whole lot going on. What can we expect?
Well, Thursday night the helicopter starts running, and he's been here several years now, right in a row, over at the Ramada Inn. And then on Friday, during later afternoon, the vendors will start along the canal. We've got 7 vendors. We've got the hot dog vendor. We've got the Superior School of Dance is going to have something there. There's artwork that people sell, several different kinds of vendors. And of course, the big thing on Friday night is the parade, which kicks off at 7 o'clock. This year, it's going to be a little different because of the construction over in Hancock. We're going to be starting at Michigan Tech, which people should be aware of, and coming down College Ave and then Sheldon Ave to the Ambassador. So, you know, people have to be aware that we're going to be over that end of town. One thing that I want to stress for people too is, since there are a lot of private homes along College Ave, we're hoping that people will kind of be good to the property there, you know, and considerate of the property owners and not be running all over people's yards and everything, trying to hopefully stay on the sidewalk. But it is a little different. It's going to be a change that people should be aware of. We've got 4 bands. We've got the Houghton and Hancock combined band. They combine for this parade. We've got the MTU pep band, which is always fun. We've got Marty's Golden Airs, and then we've got this band from Kingsford. It's a middle school summer camp band. They only do 1 parade a year, and they decided they'd do our parade. So we'll have those 4 bands, and we've got about 50 units right now, different floats and things that'll be in the parade too.
All right, David, well, we have so much more to talk about, so stay with us. Reporting live in Houghton, Ansley Watson, TV6 News.
All right, sounds like it's going to be a great time. Thank you very much, Ansley. And while we've got a little bit of rain for today, hundreds, maybe even thousands of people will be in Houghton this weekend for Bridgefest. This morning, Ansley Watson is in Houghton telling us more about what's coming up for this big weekend. Good morning, Ansley.
Good morning, Vicki. There is a lot to look forward to this weekend. Joining me to talk more about that is the parade organizer, David Crowley. Good morning.
Good morning again.
So a lot to look forward to.
Right.
The events start tomorrow for Bridgefest,
Right.
go through Sunday. What can people expect?
Well, as I said, the parade will be Friday night. That's the big Friday thing. Vendors will be starting up along the canal. On Saturday, we've got quite a lot going on. We have a new thing this year that I have to make sure I talk about. We've got sumo wrestling.
Sumo wrestling! What is
Right.
that going to be like?
Well, they got the big blow-up suits, and I guess for little kids, they have big oversized boxing gloves that they can
Really?
so they can go. And we've been kind of trying to get the idea going of having the two city managers, Hancock and Houghton,
Is this the shout out right here?
So we want to get a little groundswell going and try to get people to start calling maybe the cities and saying, hey, we should do this. I don't know. We just think it'd be fun, but it's going to be great. There's a charge for it. It's $2 for kids and $5 for adults, but it's going to be fun. They will actually be set up Friday night from 8 to 10, I believe, and then Saturday from noon to 8, and it's going to be a lot of fun. We've got, again this year, Rich Pethel, the chainsaw carver, he does some amazing stuff.
bet.
He did an eagle out of a tree that I saw. It was just really something. So he's something to watch. And of course we have our vendors along the canal, and Seafood Fest is also going on, and that's a Rotary event. That's their fundraiser. And Seafood Fest and Bridgefest are actually two different groups. A lot of people think it's one group, but they're two different groups, and we just sort of try to complement each other by having this on the same weekend. And so there's plenty of food here and entertainment. They have music. Then of course Saturday night is the big night with the fireworks.
Oh, yes.
We've got $8,000 worth of fireworks, and people come from all over. I mean, they'll line up on Quincy Hill and all over to watch them. It's just a big, good weekend from the parade right through Saturday, and it's kind of Houghton and Hancock's 4th of July a little early, is what it is. So we got lots for people to do. People should come out. It's a community event, and the community should come out, and they can support it by donating to help defray the costs of these things. And they can support it just by coming out and being a part of the community. I think we need that kind of thing in our lives nowadays. We need to keep our communities kind of connected, and then this is the kind of thing that can do that. People come out and see each other and spend some time together. So that's what we're hoping.
Sounds
We're
great.
doing
Well,
with
thank you
Bridgefest.
so much for being with us
Well,
this
thank
morning.
you.
Sounds like a great weekend.
It will be.
Reporting live in Houghton, Ansley Watson, and we'll be back with more of your TV6 Morning News after the break.